from my scrappy life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Confessions of the Paper Attic Cut File Shop, where I am going to use the celebrated cut file, which is embroidered. And so I've already embroidered it just so that it's done and off the page and all of that. So I have gone 2 for 2 now for doing stitched layout. So I am going to celebrate the Super Bowl, not this past year, but the year before, because these are like my idols when it came to that. And then these are just the fireworks that went off for the Super Bowl. And I'm planning on, because our eyes, now if you don't know, our eyes actually read, and they'll read anyway, that they'll be able to tell that this is a B, and then obviously that's an R. So I'm going to place them kind of right there and then work from there. So the collection that I'm using is Stories We Tell by Hip Kit. This was the January collection for them this year. So that is the collection that I am going to use. And let's see how this process comes together. Okay, so let's get started. What I am doing here is that I'm going to do the 2 favorite things that I like to do, which is distressing the edge, and then I do come in with the black pen and I go around. Up in the corner, as you can tell, there is the cut file that I used, which is literally exactly what this looks like. I did not change it. I did not move it. I just really love how she put this together. Now, I could have took it and made it really small and got the layouts to do what I wanted to do, but I wanted to literally leave it the way it was because I wanted it to be on the back part of my background and the whole part of the background. You can ultimately slice this down to make it work to where you could do the word celebrate and have it going across and stitch it that way, but I chose to make it almost the whole page, just so that it's there. Now, I am using the Hip Kit. I think this was the January collection from this year, and I've used it a couple of times, but I figured that because this is like a story and it's all about what's going on and how these 4 individuals were really part of my, growing up as in the 90s and early 2000s when they were hitting it big and, and all of that fun stuff, that is why this collection matches up really well with it. So as you can tell, you can still tell that this word is celebrate. Do I understand that I covered up some of the R, and do I understand that I covered up some of the B? Yes. Our brains work to be able to spell out words, even if they're spelled, wrong, incorrectly, however you want to say it. You can tell. So I decided to do Super Bowl 2022 highlights because this is all about that. And then I just added all these little sayings in these letters, and it's going to fill them in, give them embellishments throughout. So I've got many little multitude of clusters on this one. But I really don't do too much around the photo part of it because I needed to make sure that you could still see the B and the R in a sense. I forgot to turn on my camera because I was filming with a friend of mine and we were talking, and so you kind of missed some of my clusters, but not all. There's still quite a bit there. I did take some of the florals and put behind some of the other ones. I do come in with the black. I do come in with some other mixed mediums as well, just because I feel like they should fit in there and make it all work. Make sure that you go check out Confessions of the Paper Attic Cut File Shop. I will link down, obviously, her Etsy shop, but then also her other shop, because all of the newer cut files are in the website, and then all of some of the older ones, which this one is. I think this one came out in 2022, so I have to look. If it is in the new shop, I will put it down there, but if not, I will link it from the Etsy shop. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week, collaborations, design teams, all of that fun stuff comes on my channel. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I am just moving right along, and I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. All right, so here I am putting down all of these. I put a robot. The robot doesn't mean anything. I put a butterfly, some dogs, a cat. None of that stuff really matters. The colors match, so it works for me. Florals definitely don't have nothing to do with this Super Bowl because they were rappers, you know, and R&B and B. So that had nothing to do with it, but here we are with it, right? So make sure that you like and subscribe, and make sure that you go check out the channel because I really do love how this works. And obviously the hip kit just always has some amazing layout kits. I've just never had a kit that I really could say that I dislike. There are some times that it doesn't tickle my fancy and I don't order everything, but I've yet to find one that I don't want at all. So now I'm just going through and I'm trying to figure out what do I want to add to some of these other ones that I really don't have that much on there. But then at the same time, it all matches and it's just all little petite looking things. I figured because it's kind of like the highlight of the day, I had some coffee, so that's the tea and the teacups. I never really had butterflies, but I tried to add a few things. And now what's left of it is that I am adding 3 little black dots everywhere because I feel that adds just a little bit of something. And then I do come in with, I think, the white. And I think the white. Yeah, it's white. I had to look at the thing. And I come in with my white paint stick. I finally had to get a new paint stick. My white one was officially out, so I had to get a new white one. And obviously it is still one of the, it's my second favorite. So this is where I said that I had to get a new paint stick. So I'm sitting here waiting and waiting for it. So the paint's got to come out of the paint tube, and it's just got to sit there, and then I got to wait. So that is it. The Pops of Color one is just called black. That's the other one I did. Make sure you like and subscribe. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.